do want to make sure that we touch on a few different areas as well. Uh, there's Facebook and Instagram stories. These are 24-hour pieces of content that you can share. It can be a snapshot. It can be, tactic to drive people to your website. Is there anything that, we should spend time on? I just wanted to make sure we introduce the idea to our audience and they can understand the different tools at their disposal.
Yeah, they're becoming more and more popular. They're almost getting to a point where they're almost a necessity now. If you're on those social channels of making sure that you're utilizing those tools, they're getting a lot of attention. They sit at the very top of the feed, so you can't miss it. As soon as you open your Facebook page, there they are sitting right at the top. So I think the more people can get used to utilizing it. YouTube, we've been saying it for a long time, like the shorts you almost have to do it now in order to get the audience. It's the same thing with Facebook and Instagram. It's going to get to that point where people like the very quick digestible videos. And so it's more of a matter, I think, for our industry of just getting more comfortable utilizing it.
For sure. And often, and you'll hear the heads of these social media companies talk about the user behavior on Instagram and Facebook has shifted to stories and DMs. People are much more likely to post to their story and share content that way than they are to their feed in this day and age, or just straight share it to a group of friends or a family member through DMs. So this is it's a real estate that you don't need to commit a lot of time to because it only lasts for 24 hours, but it is valuable real estate nonetheless. I mentioned the words DMs. This is also an area that we often talk about when we're consulting with agents and advisors getting started on Facebook. Over time, you might start to get DMs, and it is so important that you respond.
Yeah, so that social messaging, it's almost like in some ways replacing email for some people. Because when you email somebody, one, you don't know if it's going to go to their inbox. Then if it goes to their inbox, you don't know how long it's going to take for them to respond. So being able to go to their social media channel and see that they respond in 5 minutes and that you typically are going to get a response fast, you see people moving there. Social messaging was a trend, I think, in like 2024. We started to see a huge skyrocketing of it, and it's just continued every year since then, where you hear us talking about it. But the thing is make sure, even if you have that auto response set up to where you're replying back and saying like, hey, thanks, I got your message, be sure to actually be checking it though.
Yeah.
And it is just good customer service. So it just goes back to being a good business person. If somebody messages you, try your best to respond to them in a timely manner. But absolutely, it's definitely something that should be watched. And if you're going to have it available for people to message you, just make sure that you're able to reply in a timely manner.
For sure. Social media, it's about being social. So ensure that you are engaging with your audience. If they leave you a comment, respond. If they hit your DMs, respond. Make sure that we're not leaving the word social out of social media. Joe, as we wrap up this conversation today, are there any best practices or tools that Facebook or more generally Meta offers that we haven't gotten a chance to talk about today?
I think it's just going in and playing around. There's so many tools. There's so many now that they're introducing the AI features, the AI photos. There's so many different, new tools in there, and honestly, some fun things in there to do. So it really is just getting in there and just be social, just be real. Make sure create the post. Make sure if somebody comments, make sure you reply. They took the time to comment on whatever post you put out there. Be sure to engage back with them. It really is. I mean, it's that simple. It's just being social and sharing what it is that you do, and also being helpful and valuable with just day-to-day life also.
And of course, if you need help establishing your Facebook presence, or maybe you've been on Facebook for years and you are looking to refine your strategy and keep up with the times, that's why we are here. That's why the AmeriLife Marketing Mentors exists. So be sure that you're following us on Facebook, but of course, subscribed on YouTube as well. You can head over to the AmeriLifeMarketingMentors.com, book a consultation with us, and we can talk about Facebook even more in depth. Joe, final thoughts, last word?
No, if you have any questions, find me on Facebook.
All right, that sounds good. For the AmeriLife Marketing Mentors podcast, that's Joe Barker. I'm David Belleville, and we'll catch you next time.